Hey friends, welcome back to another video. As you can see, today we're not playing Wuthering Waves. No. We're playing Genshin. And the reason is because I've been putting off things that I've been wanting to do in this game for a while. Not because I've been trying to put out Wuthering Waves, but it's really because there's so much to do in this game. So many things that I want to do, so many things that I plan to do, and it's just a lot. So I feel like, you know, I feel like putting this out there will help me keep track of it, I guess. In a way, be a little more accountable because I'm putting it out there, and if I go back on it, I look like a fool. But because I never really showed this account, I am AR 55, world level 8. Everything is scary. I made Beto. I love Beto. I don't remember when I got her. Actually, we should check. I don't have a whole lot going on, as you can see. This is a free-to-play account for F2P. I don't have the capacity to just throw money all willy-nilly like that. I have priorities. But anyways, my Genshin journey started quite some time ago, and time is relative, but I got Amber, Kaya, and Lisa in 2022. That's when I downloaded the game. That's when I started playing. And I'm ashamed to even say this. I'm ashamed to put this out there, but I finally got Barbara in 2025. I'm ashamed to say this, and I'm ashamed to show it, but I didn't really start playing until like 3 months ago. And when I say that, it doesn't feel like it's been 3 months because I've been playing this so much that 3 months, it just doesn't feel right.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as
but
my
anyways, that's what I got going on. The team, you can see, we are playing Beto, of course, Xingqiu, Citlali, and Sucrose. I will admit, at one point when I got Sucrose, I was like, I don't ever think I'm gonna use her. But, you know, she convinced me. She changed my mind, and I absolutely adore her. And also keep in mind, I've only really been playing for 3 months. So my builds are not good.
If you ever want to trade
My
tactics,
stats
I'm always
are not
ready.
good. I, as a Genshin player, can't even call myself that. I am just not good. But I'm gonna show you this anyways. Why not? So this is her. This is what we're working with. That's all that's really there. Ignore the physical damage bonus. I have yet to get a better goblet, okay? Listen, I am trying. I'm saving my Mora because one of the things on my shorter term goal list is to actually build Sucrose. Before I get to her though, this is what we're working with. 2-piece Noblesse. I did have her on a 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Sever Fate. I can't remember what was the other artifact that I gave it, but flower, plume, sands, goblet, circlet. Listen, I'm doing my best. I spent so much more on artifacts that wouldn't roll into what I needed them to roll into. So I'm not saying it was a waste. I mean, I can use them for other characters, but besides the point, C0, because again, F2P. We're at 464 as of right now. I'll be honest, I don't really farm talent materials. The whole point of me trying to keep myself accountable is because I get distracted. I got Sucrose before I got Citlali, and as you can see, Citlali's at level 80 and our friendship is at almost 4, and I got her I think last week. We're not gonna talk about it too much, but that's why I need to build Sucrose, because look at this precious child. She's a child of me. Don't worry about it. This is what we're working with. Not the greatest, but we're getting there. I'm thinking, okay, I'm not even gonna show you artifacts. I gave her Mappa Mare because I gave Sitlali sack frags, but oh yeah, 245. We don't talk about that. Anyways, Sitlali 133. I'm not too worried about it right now. 2P Obsidian Codex. Yeah, we don't talk about her. She's here. And we got Sing Shu. We're almost max friendship. Yo, side note. Oh my god, I absolutely love this sword. It looks so good. This sword could look better with someone else. Is that a... I think I'm actually a little blind sometimes. Listen, we don't talk about my exploration either. That's besides the point. Damage. The amount of times I've been here and just missed that is crazy. I also play at a pretty slow pace just because I do try to explore. I think a lot of my time is really just spent
I'm starting to lose
build
count.
my team, when really I just been wanting to build a really good Beto. Like, I'll be so real, I just been wanting to build Beto. It's not my fault, but listen, this could be a whole lot better. Okay, no, I gotta build Sucrose. What do I need? I can craft a bunch of those. Dude, the hypostasis, really? I mean, it's not the worst, but I'm not very good at this. Okay, hold on. Let's really think about this. Do I want to use this team still? Oh yeah, and my other thing. Another thing that distracted me. I didn't have enough books. And I like to keep at least 100 and 125 just in case. I don't know what it is. I think something is wrong with me a little bit, but I have to have something there. We are going to fight the animal hypostasis. Truthfully, no, you know what hypostasis I got beef with? The damn Dendro hypostasis. That hypostasis just doesn't make sense to me. And I'll be honest, I don't know how to fight it. Granted, I did only try to fight it once, and it didn't work out the best, but that's okay. I gotta figure out how to do about that, because I do really feel
No, my sword!
Like I said, there's just too many things that go on here,
To
and I
ashes!
get overwhelmed and I can never do what I want to really do here, but it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna have to be fine.
Right, outline the thing.
Also, yes, I am using Dendro Traveler because actually it can't, I don't even have a reason. So yes, please don't ask
No, my
me
sword.
using Dendro Traveler. It
Right,
makes
outline your
me
fate.
insecure.
Show no mercy.
Anyways, that was a little horrible. We don't want to talk about that.
Right, outline your fate. Get to work. No, my sword.
There was something else that I wanted to
Time
do.
to act.
Someone's weapon I could farm on a Tuesday. Oh wait, it's Monday. Oh my god. It's Monday as I film this, and it already feels like it's been a week. Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go to Inazuma. Is there something I can help you with? What's all this Mikage Furnace and Tatarigami talk? It's just a small problem we need a little time to sort out. You're an adventurer, aren't you? This place isn't suitable for you or your milk. Get out of here. You want my... You don't want my milk? That's how I feel about that. Do you want my milk? Miyuki? M for milk? How did it come to this? What's this Mikage Furnace that you guys were talking about earlier? Yeah, we're so nosy. We're so nosy. You're an outlander, aren't you? You've got some terrible luck to have traveled to Inazuma at this time. You want to talk about terrible luck in traveling to Inazuma? Do you want to know what happened to me when I first got to Inazuma? You're not getting any milk. That island is called Tatarasuna. It's a smelting plant for jade steel, which is used to forge weaponry. Are you aware of the legends of Inazuman swords? The jade steel manufactured here is the reason that Inazuman swords are as sharp and can I read? The jade steel manufactured here is the reason that Inazuman swords are as sharp and durable as they are. So it's a weapon material. No need to worry, this can hardly be called confidential military intelligence. After all, the Tenryo Commission feels that having the ability to forge powerful weapons is something they should flaunt. A few years ago, for the purpose of expanding production capacity, they hired a team of consultants from Fontaine. They built the Mikage Furnace, a machine that can fully harvest the powers of the Tatarigami. We've warned them countless times not to let their guard down when it comes to the Tatarigami, but they decided to go ahead with the project anyway. After the Mikage Furnace started production, most of the consultant team returned to Fontaine. Only Xavier, who we just mentioned, stayed behind in Inazuma. But during one of the previous battles, something went wrong with the furnace. The part that stored the corrupt Tatarigami energy became extremely unstable. Work was halted in Tatarasuna and everyone was evacuated shortly after. Xavier took emergency action and he seems to have set up a containment dome around the Mikage Furnace. It's only a temporary solution though. He's probably still on the island now, trying to figure out a way to solve the problem for good. Meanwhile, the Shogunate is only concerned about restarting production as soon as possible. I hear that they're even considering calling the consultants from Fontaine back again. But I don't think they'd be willing to come under the current conditions in Inazuma. And it just has to be that Hanbei guy in charge of this whole thing, doesn't it? A manager, you could say. Always going on about procedures, articles, and applications. His first reaction is never to find the solution to the problem. Instead, it's about what form should be filled out and which powerful individual needs to be informed about the incident beforehand. He's probably in the city right now preparing to submit whatever forms he can find. I really don't know if he's actually aware of the severity of the situation. I just hope that Xavier or our craftsmen can find some way to solve the problem. If something were to go wrong with a Tatarigami inside the Mikage Furnace, well, if that happens, you should probably leave the island. Alright, yeah, it does sound serious. It'll affect our adventures. I'm not greedy like Paimon, okay? That's true, but didn't you mention that someone named Xavier is trying to find a solution? Why don't we go and take a look? It'd put our minds at ease if we could help take care of this, wouldn't it? I'm just a little sad. I don't think anyone wants my milk. Oh, Xavier! It's hopeless. Ah, Fripp, you're already being negative, bro. What's the mattress? I never expected to see you here. What a wonderful surprise. I'm here to help out. To help out, you say? Well, I'm truly grateful for your kindness, and it's nothing short of a blessing to meet a good gentleman like you right here and now. But with all due respect... Ooh, I don't like when people say that, cause whatever you say afterwards, I'm gonna assume that it's disrespectful. But with all due respect, as for the problem I'm facing right now, even though you look quite skilled, I don't believe there is any help you can offer. After all, we cannot fix the Mikage Furnace with just two very kind hearts. You know, you acknowledge that I got a kind heart though, you know? Real eyes, realize, realize. On the way here, did you happen to see a protective cover that looks like a bubble? Oh, okay then. No, that makes sense. The containment dome's not usually visible. If you want to view it from a distance, you have to employ a specific observation technique. Not with my eyes, that's for sure. I see it by availing myself to the Mikage Furnace emergency response procedures. Trial version. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know it's a trial. I followed the instructions to the letter. Based on the readings provided by the instrument, it seems that the dome has been successfully activated. One other thing I should mention is that, technically speaking, its official name is the Mikage Furnace Emergency Containment Dome. Now, as for the Mikage Furnace, Miyuki's already explained it. Fantastic. She is a considerate and capable young lady. What a blessing it is to become acquainted with one such as her. Please give me the short version. That's it. We don't need to go through the formalities, brother. Basically, it's a super smelter built using Fontaine technology, powered by a Tatarigami core brought over from Yashiori Island. Due to the impact of the war, the Mikage Furnace is now in an extremely unstable state. But whatever happens, I've now sealed it following the Mikage Furnace emergency response procedures. Trial version. So the problem is almost certainly contained, to some extent. Well, it might be 893 pages long, but the trial version has no information on the emergency measures applicable in a wartime scenario. We need to form an editors group for the trial version expanded edition first issue and have a detailed discussion on additional emergency scenarios. Anyway, point being, even though I have followed the emergency response measures, they aren't the most complete. And the environment within the containment dome has turned, less than ideal, shall we say. The Mikage furnace has now ceased operation indefinitely, and that soldier is getting incredibly antsy about it. Allegedly, Miyuki recently borrowed some of his people to arrange for the evacuation of the civilians. Now that really got him riled up. Ha ha ha. But if things continue like they are, who knows? Tatarasuna might just turn into a glorious firework visible all the way from my dear home, the beautiful town of Petrichor. In the worst case scenario, yes, it could. We've not yet reached that stage, but if it gets that serious... Precisely, but considering they mostly deal with insurance claims and lawsuits and the like, I was rather hoping it wouldn't come to that. Recently though, the instrument is indicating that the containment dome I activated is a little unstable, but I don't know what or where the problem is. Back in my beautiful homeland of Fontaine, we would normally have a vision-wielding expert diagnose the problem. You love Fontaine. Then we would form a dedicated review panel to discuss and raise proposals, approve a solution, then organize the remedial work. But with Inazuma being the way it is right now, all I can try to do is determine what might be going on through naked eye observations and my imagination. So he's guessing. Perfect. Guesstimating, my dear boy. Please. That is a woefully inadequate representation of what goes on. A fairer description would be observation and inference drawing on a wealth of professional experience, including an analogous previous case. So my guess is that it could conceivably, potentially, possibly, probably be an issue with the device containing the Tatarigami core that is having a knock-on effect on the containment dome I installed. But even if that's the case, the readings given by this instrument seems off. You seem off. Something must have happened outside the dome as well. So you're just missing your vision bearer. Yes, that's it. Under the current circumstances in the area around the Mikage furnace, only a vision bearer would be, well, safe. Anyone else would probably make it around 3 paces. Except for me, I'm a special case. I'd have croaked about halfway through taking my first step. In short, if we only knew what exactly was going on with the Mikage furnace, I'd likely be able to formulate a repair plan. But we'd still need a review panel to approve it. Wait, it would only take one person to fulfill the function of a review panel, so we're all set. But it doesn't look like you have a vision. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just let me do my thing. Is that so? Alright, you swayed me. Oh, you're easy. It's not technically proper procedure, but we shan't achieve anything by just sitting on the issue. And I suspect that if we left that soldier to handle it, his report would still be sitting in his superior's chest of drawers, gathering dust as the island was being blown sky high. Yo, Sky High was a good movie. Let me pack up here, then we'll head off. In any event, we need to get closer to the Mikage furnace to get a better idea of the situation. Perhaps you could go and investigate the surrounding area while I'm packing up. These strange readings must have something to do with whatever's happening in the Mikage furnace. Actually, as a representative of the present review panel, I have already granted myself authorization to pack up and strike camp. So no need to worry about that. Oh man, I don't want to play.
And it hides
The problem is also that when there's more
Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis emulation.
just focus on that at a
Keep
time.
track.
Need help,
Fall before me.
Show no mercy.
That was horrible.
You win. This.
What are we doing? Oh, that's it. Okay. For the longest time, I had no idea what Beto was using first.
Absorption test. Lolene, eat Papa. Get us. Fulfill our pact. Get to work. Enhanced animal module 70.
Joy, we've only just begun.
Power that ended Python.
Let's
I
do
did
this quickly.
read the Takeout Travel Guide, and then I started, well, not even started. I read Beto's story, and it was actually really interesting, and I do want to read more. Anyways, I want to find more books. Point being, I'm more willing to read it if I have the complete collection. The situation looks stable, at least. Yes, indeed. From my observations, the internal buildup of the Tatarigami energy doesn't seem too high. The reason I initially activated the dome was to stop people from going inside, mostly because of the legal liability it puts on us. Basically, if too much energy accumulates inside, then this dome is completely useless. The main thing here is that everything's looking good right now, so it's happy days. No need to pore over mundane details at this point. So how is the dome looking? Rifts? Wait a moment. F2P? What are those doing all the way out here? Whatever it is connected to the furnace. You really think so? Sure. If they're the cause of the issues, that really complicates things. Goodness gracious, how can this be happening? I'm just a humble engineer. I only wanted to come here to do a little research, do some filming, get a taste of Inazuma's delightful culture, etc. A humble engineer? Brother. How do I go from that to being caught up in this whole mess? It began as a simple technical issue, then that soldier turned up and all of a sudden it's somehow a process issue. And somewhere during said process, it transforms again into an Inazuman domestic affair that Outlanders are strictly prohibited from interfering in. And now the Fatui are here. If it goes on like this, the nature of the problem is going to change quite radically indeed. I don't want to say I sympathize with them, because I kind of don't. Oh, something about them. So I guess we'll blame the Fatui though. They're always the scapegoat. Whatever, I'm here now, and I'm the only person capable of resolving the issue with the Mikage furnace. Technically, ignoring it would be a compliant decision both in terms of process and in terms of who has jurisdiction over it, but I can't just leave it unresolved. Perhaps I just need to accept that, for a researcher, this is just the way life is. Or as we say in Fontaine, c'est la vie. Of course that's what she'll say in Fontaine. If the Fatui are really here to try and get their hands on the Tatarigami energy inside the Mikage furnace, then the containment dome should be a major stumbling block to their plans. Indeed, there is no doubt in my mind that the Fatui are at least tangentially related to those rifts. I see, so it's those cracks in the containment dome that are causing my instruments to give these anomalous readings. Dude, reading was never my best. I could write. Oh, I could write for the life of me. Don't ask me to read. Popcorn reading in school made me so nervous. Partially because I wasn't paying attention, but also, words are hard. I didn't realize until I think I was a sophomore in school where I said hyperbole at the time that I spoke with, you know, when we were talking about the homework and stuff at the time. They would say hyperbole too, and I'm just like, okay, that's how you say it. And then my teacher called on me to answer a question, and the answer was hyperbole, or that's at least how I said it at the time. And then it was that moment where I learned it was pronounced hyperbole. I was so ashamed. Anyways, I must say, they are very stealthy. They managed to make it all the way here, damage the dome, and access the inside of the Mikage furnace without anyone finding out. Yeah, they're good at acting in the shadows, cause best believe if I caught them, I'd be clapping them cheeks. If that's the case, there is a real possibility here that they've already made it inside. Are the Fatui really so reckless? If it exploded, they would share the same fate as everyone else. Dear me, they are truly daring. First things first, we must find a way to scare them off. Give me a moment to think. I've got it. Since they decided to sneak inside the Mikage furnace quietly, it must mean that they wish to avoid a direct confrontation with the shogunate. So all we need to do is make some sort of big dramatic gesture to make them think that the shogunate is really onto them. That might just make them much more cautious in their approach, which will make our investigation much easier. I mean, really, I could just go and fight. But what dramatic gesture are you talking about? Do you know of the Kamuijima cannon? It's a big gun built using the latest technology, powered by electro. The shogunate had a few of them installed on this island for military purposes, since this is where the front line was. But as the war went on, things changed, and now they're currently sitting there unused. You'd have to ask our soldier friend, but I'm sure he'd only tell you that he's not at liberty to disclose classified military intelligence. If you want my take, I don't. I think the shogun's army underestimated the sophistication of their enemy. They installed the cannons hoping to halt Sengo no Miya's advance with overwhelming power. But although the cannon does indeed pack quite the punch, it has a limited field of fire and is not very mobile. Most importantly, big artillery guns like these need several people to operate them, and maintenance is a real headache. Trying to defend the Mikage furnace and the cannons at the same time meant that our soldier friend and his comrades were spread much too thinly. So ultimately, it actually gave Sengo no Miya an opportunity. After making it past the cannon's field of fire, they quickly took down the forces guarding the Mikage furnace. Before the shogun's army could get emergency reinforcements to the Mikage furnace, they had already withdrawn from there and started attacking from a different direction. Constantly being dragged back and forth kept the shogunate's forces fully occupied, so when the Mikage furnace started having problems, they were forced to halt production. Meanwhile, the cannons installed in the wild became essentially useless against the kind of tactics employed by Sengo no Miya's side. Suffice to say that as far as the fight on this island went, Sengo no Miya had the upper hand. I don't think so. They should be well aware that the Tatarigami sealed inside wouldn't treat Sengo no Miya or the shogunate any differently from each other if the Mikage furnace was destroyed. All they want is to continuously harass and attack the Mikage furnace to be a nuisance to the shogun's army and slowly wear them down. I wonder who it is that is planning all these precise attacks from Sengo no Miya's side. Well, that's enough chit-chat. Whatever the case, the cannon will definitely cause an unimaginable ruckus, which is just what we need. And as a result of some miraculous coincidence, I actually know how to operate the cannon. Well, haha. I won't get deeper into it, but we do have other technologies besides just maintaining and producing equipment. As I've said before, the containment dome is meant for stopping people from entering. The F2P have already broken through. That much you've seen with your own eyes. Though it may seem like it's just a few small tears, the truth of the matter is that the dome is actually barely holding up. And if they're left unchecked, even if the Mikage furnace is alright, they'll definitely find other ways to cause problems. If we don't destroy the dome, we'd have to go through the 3 tears that the F2P made to repair the Mikage furnace. We'd be fish in a barrel for those F2P to shoot. But if we destroyed it altogether, not only would it shock the F2P and provide us with an advantageous opportunity, it would also allow for us to have more routes to choose from. Besides, if we can repair the Mikage furnace in time, everything will return to normal, even if we do destroy the containment dome. Have a little faith in me and in the marvelous technology of my homeland Fontaine. Come, let me mark the location of the cannons for you on your map. Cool. Do we need to prepare projectiles? Normally we would, and the cannons use a very special type of projectile. That's why the shogunate is so lax about leaving these huge cannons in the wild. But as I've said before, I happen to know how to operate this sort of cannon. What I also know is how to make use of electro to bypass our projectile-related limitations. But since neither of us has a vision, if we are to get a hold of some stable elemental power, we should go ask the treasure hoarders if we might borrow a few of those curious small bottles in which they seal some... Yeah, just leave it to me. I feel like I don't have to explain myself. You trusted me so easily that you should just keep that momentum going. Then on behalf of our special review board, I will be entrusting you with this task. I'm confident that we will make a wonderful team. I don't know how I feel about you. Alright then. Alright, so the first one is somewhere
Time
here.
to act.
Boom, look at that. Operate. Oh. Point and shoot. No, that's too high. That looks right. Right? Okay. Listen, I can't tell. It looks like it was pointing directly at it. Okay. Clearly, I am very uncoordinated. Oh, we did it. We did it. Yeah, the second one's over here. Boom. Alright. I feel like I gotta aim this a little more left. Alright, that looks like it'll do it. That looks like it's gonna hit. Or shy. Big brain. Alright, and then the third one. I did wonder what those cannons were for as I was exploring Inazuma. I didn't think they would actually be... Well, I can't say I didn't think they'd actually be used for anything, but... I don't know what it is, but I don't feel motivated to really explore Inazuma right now. Not just right now, but like... I think what it is that I really want to explore more of Liyue. Just because, like, it's all...
Incoming!
Clouds. My exploration is in the 70s. Most of Mondstadt is in the 70s. Gelsong Hill, that's 100%. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. It got to a point where I was like... Where I was at like 90... I was at like 90-something%. I was like, this is gonna bother me a little bit. So then I just 100%ed it. Dragon Spine's a different story. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't really start exploring Dragon Spine until I got Dia. And that's why Dia's level 80. Because she doesn't die. It was great. And that's what I needed. To brace the frigidness that is Dragon Spine, I needed Dia. Alright, that looks right. Are you kidding? That was so close. Alright, whatever. Whatever. First try. If you blink and miss the first one. First try. Also, I'm just realizing at the beginning of this, I did say I was gonna build Sucrose. I thought like the hypo stasis once. And here we are doing quests. Listen, in due time, things will happen. I can't say what things, but things. You're back. My, that was loud. My eardrums are still ringing. I bet they are. After hearing the cannons, the Fatui will most certainly suspect that the Shogunate has become aware of their activities. Still, something seems off here. Why hasn't Tatarigami energy begun to leak out after the containment dome was destroyed? Could it be that some of the Mikage Furnace's systems are still operational and have already purified some of the energy? Whatever the case may be, please take this opportunity to go and find out. Well, watch out! It's the Fatui!
Let's hope the killjoy! We've only just begun!
Justice. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Show no mercy! Swirl, Mark 2! Rain outlines. Absorption test!
Beto, I need you to not die. Hold on. Don't hit me. I'm just a girl. Good enough. Alright.
Power that ended Python! Stand clear! Show no mercy! Absorption test! Fulfill our path! Laline, East Papa, get him! This isn't good. Animal hypostasis emulation! Time to act. Show no mercy! Ring cut! Animal test 6308. Yeah. Yeah. Fulfill our path.
Is he still?
You're not going anywhere.
Where is he?
Frozen descent.
Absorption test.
No.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Show no mercy.
Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Girl. God, that was so
Disgusting.
Oh my god. That was so embarrassing.
I'm tired already.
I haven't really been doing a whole lot since my world level went up. Like, I feel like I've just been kind of BSing around. I was just doing the arc. I was just doing Atlant quest, man. I didn't really need a fight. I was just trying to. I've just been doing a lot of farming, and that's my excuse. Goodness me, they don't beat around the bush, do they? No, because they beat me. Their lack of care for the delicacies of law, really. Ah, well. The further they are from me, the better. It seems like their target is Tatarigami Energy, which is within the Mikage Furnace. Go check up on the statues of the storage device inside the Mikage Furnace while the Fatui are distracted by all the ruckus we're making. If you encounter any Fatui, why, take them out. I have every confidence in your abilities. You know, I'm glad one of us has confidence in our abilities. See, this is why I was putting off doing things until I built Sucrose, built Sitlali, but I need more Mora. Let's just, we're just gonna pop over real quick to you know, blunt the stash. Alright. No, what the? Is that the furnace? Why look like that? Take a picture. Oh, we wanna. Let's do you want it? Okay. Oh. Beautiful. My nerd. My little nerd. Alright. Report back to Xavier. Yeah, get me out of here, dude. I'm actually... Sit lolly. Inazuma stresses me out. That's also another reason I put this off. I also need to finish the Leeway quest, the 9 pillars. And finding Geoculus at this point is so hard. And I know I could be using the interactive map, and I don't have... Again, if you ask me for an explanation, I can't give you one because I don't have one. And I'm still not gonna use it. Did you find the device? Yes, I took a picture with it. Or of it. I hope you like this. Yeah, but you know what did suffer damage? Me. If all the other emergency systems are working normally, most of the energy circuits inside the device should have been cut off already. That I would consider great fortune, even amidst our many miseries. I have a few more preparations to make, and I also need to give the problems we face here at the Mikage Furnace some thought. Come find me after a while. We still have a lot of work to do here. Oh, thank God. New quest. You know what? You paid me in primos, and you gave me some books. I'm over it. I don't even want to get that chest over there right now. I need comfort. I need to go home. But first I need a statue of the 7. Blast me! Thanks. Alright. I think this is a good spot to end this. For now, at least. Inazuma stresses me out, but honestly, I will say the Archon quest, no doubt my favorite Archon quest in the game so far. Chef's kiss to me. I like Sumeru.
Body and mind.
Nahida, the precious little baby. I love her. I really like that one. It was just there was a lot of talking. Mondstadt. Can we really say that was an Archon quest though? It said prologue. It didn't say Archon quest. I'm still in Natland. I'm not done, but so far I like it. I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine, but I like it. Please don't bully me for liking Natland. It really doesn't feel like, you know, the Genshin leading up to Natland. It does feel very different. So every time I'm in Natland for a certain amount of time, I have to do things outside of that. Like, I have to go to Liyue. I have to go to Sumeru. Like, I need to go back to the other places. I don't know what it is about Natland. Again, I don't not like it. I like Natland. It's just something about it. It's just different. I don't really think I'm explaining it the best way, but that's the way I can put it. But anyways, this was a time. This was definitely a time. I didn't do a whole lot of what I said I wanted to do, which was really build Sucrose. But at some point, she's gonna be built. I think right now, I'm just gonna farm her talent materials. Where do I have her weapon at? Level 70. Oh, I can't farm this until Wednesday. That's fine. Wednesday of the weekend. I could just craft these, but I'm also trying not to craft things so much because I am trying to save my Mora. I have other characters that I want to build. I think the next one that I'm gonna really try to build is probably Xiangyang. Again, right now, she's level 81. I just need to do something about her artifacts. But this goes for all of them. I need to do something about all of their artifacts. They're gonna be built at some point. But again, I think
if you ever want to trade
I'm
tactics,
just going
I'm
to
always
keep
ready.
Sucrose at level 80, get her weapon to 90, and get her talents up. And the only thing with her talents, I don't know what I should be focused on more. Her burst or her skill. I'm not too pressed about her normal attack. I need to farm BB for her, for sure. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching me suffer. It was a whole lot of nothing in my opinion, and by that I mean I didn't really do a whole lot to build Sucrose. I kind of just got distracted and started doing a quest in a whole different region at that. But I do want to thank you for watching this video. I definitely appreciate it, and you know what, we're gonna keep putting out some Genshin. But anyways, bye.